Hello, hello, Chalkin History friends. Welcome in, it's Shelly. We're going to play with our monthly club again. It's called Change is Beautiful August Club Kit. So come on in, come on in. Say hello, hello. Let's make sure we're live. Let's make sure our volume is off. Say hello, everyone. And we're using a Dollar Tree surface. Oh my gosh, look at me using a Dollar Tree. Except you guys, you know what? We need to peek at yesterday's project. Was it yesterday? We have to look at yesterday's project. Got to. There they are. I was looking for my pumpkins. FB.me, right? Shelly's Couture. All right. Say hello as you're hopping on, friends. Get this sprinkled out. All right, let's first take a peek at yesterday's project, shall we? Are you guys ready? Drum roll. Ta-da! I love it. I maybe shouldn't have done that. The dogs might start barking. Look at, guys. Our resin it is hard as hard can be. Not sure what that little white speck is in there. Oh my gosh. So how cute would that to be? Because you can like put all kinds of little things on there. I wouldn't put food on there. It's not food safe. I don't know if we know if it's food safe, honestly. I've seen other resins say after like a month it's food safe. Worst case, you put a pretty napkin over it or doily or something like that. But have fun. Yay. And it's heavy. It's good and sturdy. I love it. The paint or paste, nothing ran. Oh boy, and our little web is still intact. Oh, I bet you that's what it is. I bet you little pieces of the shimmer frost maybe came loose. But how fun is that? I love it. Love it. Okay, fun. All right, let's put that guy over there. All right. Let's dig into tonight's fun project. So this was at Dollar Tree. I don't know. It was probably $1.50, right? Because now their prices are no longer $1 and no longer $1.25. They went up to $1.50. This thing was on there, it was just awful, and it was stuck. There's still some stuff here. What do I, oh, the scraper. Where's our scraper? Let me find my scraper. Let's see if I can find a scraper. Here's one. I got one. Let's see if the scraper will get that off. Even work. I need like a razor blade to get under that. Plus I don't want to scratch this all up, which I'm doing. All right, let me get that little, I had a little sanding block here. Just move this over. Let me re-sand this a little bit here. Yeah, there's just a little bit left, but it's okay. And I'm going to take this twine off. And what I need to do is like cut little circles so we can plug holes up, you know? You would just have to measure them all the time and get the right measurements. All right, so here we go. I pulled my Saucy. Remember Saucy? I love that color for fall. And then I have Marmalade. I love these two colors together. I also do have still, but it's not back in stock yet, we have our Shimmer Spiced Citrus. This is one of this year's in vogue color, because that would go good together too. It almost is the combo of these two. We'll see. We'll see if we end up using that. But what I think I'm going to do, maybe I know what we'll do. I know what we'll do. Okay, so I'm going to use Marmalade. Hear me out. Where's my water? Hear me out. Let's give our fun pumpkin a little spritz of water. Give it a little drink. Just give it a little drink. And I am not going to be neat about this. Okay, I'm not going to be worried too much, but I'm going to go ahead and I should water this down. I really should. Put some of that in there. Oh, you know what? It is rumbling outside. It has been stormy since about 2-3 o'clock today. Like thunder, lightning, downpours. Then it goes away. Then thunder, lightning, downpours. And it is rumbling quite a bit out there again. So we're probably going to get some more storms. I'm just trying to thin up my little paste here. Okay, I'm going to see if this helps. And I'm going to do a little bit of the sides there. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to be too neat. I'm not going to try to not get it on there because I want to make sure I get it in there. What I'm trying to do is just get the background painted. So if it happens to go on these sections, I'm okay with that because it'll be good for blending. I think it'll be good. So we're just going to go around the sections here. This is Marmalade. I'm not going to go on the stem too much. Really want to get it in there. Let's add more water. see any comments today. Well, hello, Miss Teresa. How are you tonight? We are using a silk screen tonight. First, we're painting our Dollar Tree surface. First, just trying to get in all these little crevices here. Nooks and crannies. Is it raining by you? It's starting to rumble again over by me. I'm good. I'm indoors, so I'm dry. So that's got to be a good thing. All right, I think that's good. Okay. All right, we got that color. Now, oops, that was all wet. Forgot there was water in there. Hang on. You know what they say, if you're not getting dirty while you're crafting, you're not doing it right. Okay. All right, now I'm going to get my saucy out. And I'm just going to, I'm going in, guys. I'm doing a two-tone here. Kind of blend that orange, that marmalade in on the tops there if we can. We can always come back over it with marmalade if we think the saucy's too dark. I like how that's looking. Okay, do it on this section here. So this we're just doing on the top sections, these raised sections of the pumpkin. I'm just gonna give a whoops, little squirt. That helps spread the paste. This is chalk paste I'm using. It's not chalk paint, but it's chalk paste. Ooh, it's rumbling out there. All right. Okay. I like that. I like how that looks. I like it. Good night for crafting. Yes, it is. Definitely. Okay, I'm going to try to get this dry. I just love wood, especially when you stain it or paint it. You can really see that wood grain come out. Pretty cool. This is probably just like a really cheap plywood they use. gonna do the stem. Should we do brown or should we do green? I think we should do brown because stems on pumpkins that are picked are usually dead, right? Put some espresso here. Let's let that dry a little bit. I'm just gonna grab a wipe. I'm gonna wet the wipe a little bit more here. Could use a stain. I'm just gonna use my espresso here, put a little bit on my wipe, and then we're just gonna paint that on. Oh, I missed some. We'll have to cover that up. Must have been some paste left over, some glue from that raffia that they had on here. Although it kind of looks like part of it's dying. We could use this to our advantage. Let's see here. Just kind of making my own little, not pattern, but just where the stalk kind of went into the pumpkin. Okay. I could use this dune. See what dune looks like. Dune's a real light color that we're just gonna snag a little bit of. Just kind of gonna lighten that up a bit, maybe. Yeah, that little white glob there is glue that I've tried to sand, so now we're trying to cover. So we're just gonna add a little bit of more of the espresso and see what happens. We're gonna put espresso right in there. Make it look like that's maybe too much. Okay, get some of that on. Okay, I'm just gonna let it dry like that. Let's get that done. Just trying to make it look like a little stem. Okay, the rest of our pumpkin is ready to roll. Let's put this dirty stuff aside. This is wax. I think I'm gonna wax these sections. Must be some bad parts of this. Or dry, not bad, but just dry. So this will help protect the surface for when I go to chalk on it. Meaning it shouldn't lift up the chalk paste color. And it should release real easily from the pumpkin. Because our transfers, we have silkscreen transfers, and they're adhesive backed so that you can use it again and again. Hi, Neva. Oh, I revealed that as we first opened up today's. Look at it. It's hard. So you can put cups on there if you want to put some cups on there. It is not food safe, so don't put food. But oh my gosh, isn't that amazing? I love it. You can even just put it as a decoration, put it in a display stand. You can even do that too. Isn't that fun? I love resin. Resin is so fun to play with. All right. Now we're just going to kind of buff this in. Isn't it cool? All right, let's bring our transfer over. So this is a monthly subscription. It's called Club Couture. And every month you get a transfer. You get, it depends, 1 to 3 either chalk paste little mini packets or ink packets to do whatever project. They give you usually a surface. This time the surface was, and I took it upstairs, it was like a rectangle that you put on top of a rectangle to make a little sign. So we did that on the first. But again, they're reusable, so you can reuse them again and again and again. So I am going to line this up. We're going to press this down. So we can do this section, and this section. So you want to make sure those are flat against that raised surface. We'll bring it over to do that one last. And I'm going to use our En Vogue Shimmer Spice Citrus. Now this is out of stock at the moment. I know, oh, I was gonna say, I know I had a mini squeegee here. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty. So let's just go over here. So wherever you see that design, okay, you wanna cover it with your chalk paste. This has a shimmer in it, so it's gonna be nice and sparkly. Make sure you get those edges. Okay, and then you take your excess off. You can bring it over to the next section. Grab a little more. It does not take a whole ton of product. Very little. You're just you're pushing a teeny tiny bit through that silk screen. Anybody who used to silk screen back in the day, like I know at my high school they did it in the workshop, wood shop. Is it the wood shop? I don't remember what class it was. I didn't take it because I took sewing. Or home ec. I think it was home ec is what it was called in high school, to learn about being a homemaker. Anyway, some people took, I think it was wood shop. Cannot think of the name of the class. It's a long time ago, guys. Long time ago. Anywho, okay, get all that excess off. We'll just put that to the side, and then watch you do the peel to reveal. Oh my goodness. How cool is that? So then that design is left on your surface. Ooh, I think that was just the perfect color. They all go together so well. So saucy is the darker orange, marmalade is the orange, and then we use the citrus, shimmer spiced citrus. For this layer, we just have to do that one last section and we'll be all done. And then of course, if you want to, pretty it up with some ribbons or whatever you want to do. I, of course, did not grab it. Okay, so now we're just gonna pick a section. I almost kind of need to find a section where it's kind of going this way. Let's do. Okay, let's just do it right here. Okay, we're gonna press this down. Grab our squeegee, which has some chalk paste on it. So when I kind of want to spread it like peanut butter, spread it like I'm buttering toast, right? And then I hold it more upright. That gives it more leverage. And then I can get all that excess off. It also helps me push that through that silk screen. Careful not to get this one, which I think I might have gotten a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. All right, let's pull that off. Dun, dun, dun. So pretty, so pretty. Oh my goodness, so pretty. Look how pretty that is, and it's shimmery. We could do the stem. That would be interesting. Pick a portion, part of it from like right here with just the 3 stems going up. That would be kind of cool. Let's try that. Let's try that. Hi, Kathy. How are ya? Thank you for sprinkling and sharing. I appreciate you as always. Before I do that though, before I make a mess and everything goes falling, I'm just gonna grab a squeegee or a wipe here. Just gonna wipe some of that excess off so that I'm not putting orange on my stem. It's water soluble, so it just washes up with water. Ooh. Okay. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Let's clean this up. I need a new tablecloth, you guys. This one's getting gross. Getting gross. Okay, I'm just trying to get, I'm not caring too much about, you know, the staining that might be going on right now. I just want to get my silk screen clean and then wipe this up one more time. All right, let's lay that down. Just paper towel. Kind of glide it across that adhesive part. That will get most of the moisture off. Hi, Kimberly, thank you. Just kind of trying to air dry here a little bit, and then it becomes sticky again. I mean, that's sticking, which is what you want. They are reusable. I mean, like a ton of times. They say like 8 to 10 times, but you know what? I've had some where I've done like outdoor shows and they've gone like 100 times. It's crazy. All right, I'm just gonna do right here. Okay, it's still a little wet. So we're gonna see how this goes. And I was gonna use vanilla, but I think I'm gonna do the espresso. So I'm gonna open that back up. Grab one of these squeegees here. I'm just doing where I can see the brown on the pumpkin. Okay. Remember, go around those edges. Sometimes it's hard to see, especially when you use dark colors. Okay, let's close that up. Okay, ready? Let's zoom in because you got to see this. You just got to see this. Ready? Okay, ready? Oh my goodness. Ah, so fun. Yay. I love it. It just makes it look like it's got some character. Let me dry that, and then I'm going to do it again. We're going to shift it, and we're going to use, I would say Dune, but I don't know, that might make it way too light. Maybe if I mix Dune and the brown a little bit. I'm just going to give this stem some character. Okay, let me get that out of the way. I need a color tray. We're just going to take, I mean, we don't need a whole lot of the espresso. And then we're going to grab our Dune, and I'm going to grab this little guy, twirl it around in there. Oops, you don't even see what I'm doing because we're so zoomed in. And I'm just going to kind of make a lighter color here. Kind of try to match what we got going on there. Ooh, work. Okay. Close this up. Bring that transfer back over. Let's find another spot where it had all those lines in there. Should we do that? Yes, let's do that. Okay, now we'll go over with that color. So let's get a little bit of this. I'm going to try to get that dark off. Let's scoop up that lighter. And then we'll go across here. All for the stem. All right, we're going to see what this looks like. Okay, ready? Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, oh yeah. That looks amazing. So cool. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Just gives it some interest, you know? All right. Woohoo. This is the raffia that came on there. I don't like that. This is the, oh, that might work. This is the string that came on it to hang it. I also have some other twine. Or I have this interesting wire in twine. I'm going to zoom you guys back here. I have this interesting twine. Except I don't know where my wire cutters are. Let's see if I would be able to just keep bending, 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 bending. Where are my wire cutters? I feel it getting looser. I don't want to take my scissors. Let me see if I have my wire cutters close, guys. Oh, wire cutters, where are you? Where are they? Is this it? No, I don't think they're the wire. Oh, yeah, well, maybe. I think I was able just to wiggle it free. I was just able to wiggle it free. Thank you. We're just going to kind of cut that away. We'll have to do something on the end here, like glue that eventually. Let's see, let's do this. I can make it look like a little thing poking out. Let's see, how are we gonna do this? What if we do this? Put it through the hole. That's not gonna work. It wants to unwind. Oh, where's my... Just take some washi tape. Temporarily stick this guy down. There we go. Okay, stick that there. Ah, I just love that stem. How cute is that? Okay, aw, yeah, that's cute. That looks adorbs. We'll have to do something like hot glue or something eventually. But if I do that like that, and then I just want to keep, let's just wrap this around then. Tight. What tights? Now this has wire in it, so. Aw, how cute is that? All right. Okay. Cute. Yeah, we're just gonna have to do something about that. Cute. Okay, so then I probably would just hot glue that down. Too bad I didn't do it long enough, because then I could have made it into like a little, I still could maybe make it into a hanger from behind. Just kind of gotta bend that wire. Nope, which way are we going here? Let's turn it this way. Which way am I going? Right, we can just kind of put that right behind the hole, so that's where it gets hung. There. Look at that. I probably still might like just put some glue down there, like here, and then I'll glue it so that it kind of stays there for the hanger. So that'll be our little hanger piece. How cute. Do you guys love that? I think it's cute. I think that turned out cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope you guys do too. That's it, guys. That's your quick DT little makeover. I just don't like this raffia. I'm going to throw that out. It's rubbish. Rubbish. Who says rubbish? The only reason I said that was because my son used to love Thomas the Tank Engine, and that's how they're London, England, I think that's where that's from. And that's how they would talk. They'd say rubbish. One of the characters would always say rubbish. And then my mother-in-law says rubbish. Like, don't forget to take the rubbish out. I'm like, trash, garbage, what? Rubbish just does not seem like that should be a word in the United States. I don't know why. But it's just kind of funny to me when I hear rubbish. Anybody else feel that way? All right, so water soluble, everything just kind of cleans up with water. Or a wet wipe, we'll get that later. Just trying to clean up my junk. Everything else gets washed in the sink. All right, my friends, that is it for tonight. I hope to see you guys again soon. Oh, let's talk about what's going on. So if you join as a Perks member, you get 30% off your purchases. You could apply that 30% towards a club subscription, okay? So that price comes down. It's then on top of sales. So like right now we have something going on where every Tuesday it's going to be a wow week. And right now it's our 9-inch schoolhouse frame, chalkboard frame. And then the most of all. It's the transfer, the square transfer that says, I think I love fall, but most of all, I love fall art. I can't remember that. Now I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank. But it's kind of like a bundle. It was $40. They took 25% off, which makes it $30. And then you get another $30 off. So that $40 bundle is now $21 for Perks members. So go grab that. Today, Perks members and designers got 10 designer dollars put in their accounts. And that is just like Kohl's Cash. Just free money that you get. So you can spend that on there. So that, think about it, it becomes now $11. Holy moly. That goes away at the end of Monday, next Monday, this coming Monday. That expires. So make sure you use it. Designers get 40% off. You are encouraged to build a business, but I know it's not easy. And if you want to try making it a side gig or just sell things at a market, vendor shows, craft events, then it's a good time to get your 40% off. So you can ask me about that. What else is going on? If you join as a club member, you will get a free surface with your shipment. It's a faux window frame that we've had in the past. Gosh, you guys, they just keep surprising us and keep just giving us all kinds of fun goodies. So join the fun, join me, comment, join. We'll talk about all the possibilities, okay? All right, but bye for now. Appreciate you stopping by, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye for now.